quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the UCLA Bruins. The Bruins will kick it away to start us off. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Auburn Tigers offense takes the field to start this game off. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they've been proven they can make surface-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Going to swing it on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Carney. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on third down.
Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So UCLA's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Already find a hole in that secondary. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bruins!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. So here comes the Auburn offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Sweet cut there. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unleashes one. That's caught. It's Carney. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Got it behind the line. It's Callow. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Carney. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Need to do a better job as a defender tackling the catch. On the curl route, he had a chance to break on the ball, get the receiver down, couldn't do it, and as a result, they give up an explosive play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. Looking for the time with the extra point.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Works the middle. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Bruins come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. It's complete to the left. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches.
Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fakes to grab. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, UCLA! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's ball. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. after the short completion. Let's see if they go back to the air. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Got rid of it just in time.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. South Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Columbia, one of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Virginia. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll breaks into the open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. Receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
The Bruins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Takes the handoff. It's Rhodes. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Looking to throw for it. Pressure coming. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. trying to cap this drive with the pass. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Bruins. Quick strike through the air for the score.
3rd and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Carney. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Callow. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Under fire. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, nice job by the defense here at back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And the Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved. Touchdown, Tigers! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, UCLA.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking downfield on first down. He rifles one deep down the middle. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. This time on target. At the 40, there he goes. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Now from inside the red zone. Let's it fly. Touchdown, UCLA! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Oh, they blocked the extra point. Picks it up. That's a live ball. The 50. The 40. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report.
Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Going to the run to start this second half. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Split backs here. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Back to pass on second down. Quick completion on the out route. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds a spot in the middle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Bruins are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looks as if he's going to run it. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Bruins pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bruins back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet. Haven't sacked him.
Touchdown, Bruins! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
The give on the option. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Carney. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is.
Hold it. Defense.
The defense has been hanging on for dear life figuratively, now literally, and it draws a flag. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly.
Turning it on! Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. They'll go back to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Clock winds inside a minute to play here in the third.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll leave it with him.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Creates a little space. Oh, what a move. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. To the air on first first down. Shows him the stiff arm. Oh, he's got some space. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
And the Bruins with the 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to the toss. Makes a man miss. All up. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep the...
Touchdown, UCLA! And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Carney. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got him downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. Looking to throw on 1st down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Callow. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Touchdown, Tiger! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Across the 25, he's got room. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Bruins! And the punishment has been extended. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. And the extra point splits the uprights. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Bunch formation for these receivers.
Let's go! Let's go!
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Carney. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. The Tigers headed quickly to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Lets it fly. He's got an open man. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out on the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on second down. Makes the catch. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Picked off to stop the threat. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Lost to fire on second down. Looking for a huge play. It's caught. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
Rides to back and leaves it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. Here's a heat. And down he goes. Not sure about putting your quarterback in harm's way there, but that's going to do it.